Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Black Health and Wealth Show. I am your host, Kevin Boyette. And as you can see, we're going to be talking about eggs today, okay? One of the first things you notice, of course, is that I have two different color eggs in this bowl, brown and white. A lot of folks think that one is more nutritious than the other, one is better for you than the other. But the truth of the matter is, there is no difference. Eggs are a lot like people. White chickens lay white eggs. Brown chickens lay brown eggs. Real simple, okay? These are considered a delicacy in the New England states of, here in the United States of America. But one of the things that's really confusing, and I want you to take a look at this short video clip, is when my daughter and I were in the grocery store, she wanted to know the difference between all the different types of eggs and the different colors and, the different labels and those kinds of things. So as you take a look at this clip, you'll see that there's a lot of different labels that are on eggs, things like cage-free, range-free, with omega-3 added, those kinds of things. So we're going to discuss those in just a moment.
So as you see, we're in the grocery store. We have 7 dozen eggs, various browns on the left, whites on the right, different grades, some organic, some non-organic, some cage-free, some non-cage-free, but we're going to discuss what's the difference in all these different labels, because it absolutely drives me crazy. And by the way, the ones on the left cost more than the ones on the right, so brown eggs cost more than white eggs.
Now, first thing that you'll see, or should I say one of the things that you'll see on a carton of eggs is something called farm fresh or all natural. Those are just marketing terms. They mean absolutely nothing in terms of the quality of the egg, so don't fall for the okie doke. Another thing that you'll see is cage-free or pasture raised. This means that the chickens are not in cages, as the label says, but it also means that these chickens have access to the outside. Now, one of the misnomers when it says cage-free, they could be in a warehouse and not be in cages. It doesn't mean that they have access to the outdoors. They're only, the minimum amount of time that they have to spend outdoors is 5 minutes in order to be considered cage-free or pasture-free, pasture-raised, I'm sorry. When you see the term organic on eggs, on a carton of eggs, that just means that the animals have, or the hens have been raised with organic feed, with no animal byproducts or anything like that in the feed, or any additional hormones added to the feed that they're feeding these hens. Hormone free or antibiotic free, as the label states, that means that they don't have any hormones or any antibiotics. They're not getting any additional shots or anything like that. Vegetarian feed. Once again, that means that there's no animal byproducts in the food, and the label kind of insinuates that the chickens have had an opportunity to go outside and feed on bugs and forest on bugs, because that's what they normally do. They like pecking around in grass and eating bugs and insects and those kinds of things. Pasteurized eggs. These eggs are heated right to the point where they're about to coagulate. And these eggs are used for recipes that call for raw eggs. Things like Caesar dressing would use these types of eggs. You'll also see a label that says omega-3. Omega-3 is something that is very, very good for the body. But one thing that you have to understand is that omega-3s in eggs are totally different than the omega-3 that you get from fish. The omega-3 that you get from fish is a greater form of omega-3 than what you get from eggs. The other thing that you're going to see on the carton of eggs is the grade. There's AA, there's single A, and there's B. AA is the best. That's the best type of egg that you can get. Shell, yolk, that's the best kind that you can find in the grocery store. The most conventional type that you'll find in the grocery store is labeled grade A. Grade B, needless to say, is the least quality, has the least amount of quality and the least amount of benefits for you. And that, folks, is Eggs 101, your egg labels. And so be careful when you're buying your eggs. Now, the best type of eggs to buy, if it's all possible, is from your local farmer. Those are the best types of eggs to buy. So you can maybe go on Craigslist or look up some farmers markets or do a Google search in your area for farmers that have eggs, that sell eggs. But those are the best types of eggs for you to buy, not necessarily the ones in the grocery store. And with that, for the rest of the week, we're going to be talking about the benefits of eggs. We're going to be talking about properly cooking your eggs, those kinds of things. Eggs are one of the most multifaceted things. You can eat eggs at every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So we're going to give you a lot of information about eggs this week, looking out for your health. We're going to dispel the cholesterol myth regarding eggs and those kinds of things. So stay tuned this week and look forward to giving you some more information about the incredible edible egg.